to today's episode of Survival Guide. Today's episode will be on the Rossi Survival Rifle and the add-on we put onto the Rossi Survival build. And the reason why we chose the Rossi as our survival gun is it comes with two barrels for two different calibers. You have your 410 gauge shotgun, which you can shoot birdshot, buckshot, and slugs. And in this case, you cannot shoot slugs through this barrel because it has a permanent modified choke, and if you shoot a slug through there, it can explode on you. And do a quick Google search, it will happen, and people have, there are horror stories on it. So don't shoot slugs, but you still have the capability of birdshot and buckshot, and that's still really good, two good rounds to have for survival, because birdshot's good for collecting small game and whatever you're hunting for, and buckshot's better for stopping bigger game or hunting or whatever you're going to use it for. And the 22 caliber is just a good caliber to have for survival, since you can carry the rounds in mass quantities. You can carry probably like 500 or maybe a little less, and it won't even weigh you down a bit. You just put them in your pocket or wherever you have your backpack or whatever you have to carry it with. And 22 is also another versatile round. Is if you're hunting larger game, just take a headshot if you really need to. If it's a survival situation, you need to do what you need to do to survive. And there's many calibers, like many variations of the 22 out there, not calibers, but there's many variations. Like there's CCI Quiet, there's the shot shells, there's hollow points, round nose, subsonic, you name it, they make it. And the reason why you'd have a survival rifle would be if you throw it in your car or your truck as like a truck gun or a car gun or whatever you want to call it, and you get yourself into a sticky situation out in the woods or something, and you just need to make your way back home or back to civilization or whatever. Or if you're just bugging out or something, it's another good bug out gun, because 22, you can hunt with it, and mass animals you can hunt it with, and buckshot and birdshot's good for hunting and whatever you need to use it for. And another good reason why this Rossi is a good survival gun build is it already comes with a carrying case when you purchase it. And so it houses your 410 barrel, your 22 long rifle with the grip, and then it puts your stock in there also. But then you have leniency, and on the inside you can carry extra ammo on the inside of the bag. You can carry food, some like survival rations if you need to. I wouldn't recommend an MRE because that would bulge it out a lot, and you do have two barrels and a stock going in there, so it kind of complicates things. But like lifeboat rations are good to throw in there, and you don't even have to worry about them really expiring or going bad, because they're good for the hot environment and the cold environment. They're good for multiple environments, so it's a good option to go with. You can carry fire starting kits or whatever else you want to carry with you for your survival. And another actual good reason to pick up something like this is they're relatively cheap. You can normally find this rifle at under $200, $189, $180 on sale prices at certain stores you go to. Depending on which store it is, you can find them low as $100 to $130. And in our case, we found this whole rifle, the barrels, the stock, and the bag, for $74 on sale price. So the sales are out there if you look, and we gained a stupendous survival rifle because you have your 410 and you have your 22, probably the most common calibers out there, and they're easy to carry, and they're small too, so they don't take up much space in backpacks and in this bag and whatever you're going to carry your rounds in. But moving on, with our first addition to the survival build is we got this one Tigris like buttstock shell holder, and it's also a pouch, so it has the pouch on the inside. This comes with two strips of velcroed with the elastic bands. One's for rifles and one's for 12 gauge. 410 is the rifle ones is what we're using for the 410 because they fit in there snugly and nicely. And since this isn't a 12 gauge, we kind of opted out and took the 12 gauge velcro strip out and just threw that to the side for now. But in the normal sense, if you're going to be swapping through the velcro straps, they come off like this, really basic. But on the inside of the pouch, we have a large Altoids can with buckshot and birdshot, and some CCI 22 long rifle shot shell, and that's good for like snakes or something, or really small game. I wouldn't recommend really hunting with that because it has pretty much no power, but for like snakes or like you're on the trail or something, it's really good to have that kind of round with you, because you know you don't want to get bit by a rattlesnake or other snakes. You can eat them too if you choose so. You can chop their head off and take the skin off and cook them on a fire on a stick. So you have options. And then we have a mini Altoids can with some Velcro on the backing to keep it in there nicely and secured. But this has CCI Quiet for hunting purposes, like they're quieter for hunting and you know whatever you need to use it for. And then we have some mini mags, so it's kind of like half and half of each round. And then you have some extra space at the bottom if you want to put some extra like fire tinder or something. And storing extra gear onto this rifle is really easy to accomplish, in the sense of if you have a pack or a pouch like this, you can just put a small multi-tool in here, and that gives you the purpose of taking that multi-tool out and taking this pouch off to get to this butt plate. And you take the butt plate off and you can fill the stock up with like a Mylar blanket or extra fire starting tools or a knife or whatever you want to store in there for your survival build. And another part you can store extra survival items like tinder quicks or something is this handguard. You just unscrew it off and it's hollowed on the inside also. So you can fit like wet fire in here, which is a really good fire tinder to have because it stays lit. Either if it's wet or dry, it will float in water while being lit on fire. So it's really good to have around. You can shave it and make fires with it really easy, and they last quite a long time. You could also get a Dremel tool and take out these like rib columns. There's some rib columns pretty much on the inside of this forend here. And if you want to fit larger tools or gear or whatever you want to throw into here, you can take a Dremel tool and just Dremel them out pretty much, because they don't really serve that much of a purpose besides of the molding process for the forend. So you can put larger items into here if you do choose to do that. But you have options with rifles like this, and those are really basic options really, because a lot of people usually take the butt plate off and put survival items in there. But a lot of people don't have really deep inserts like this to put other survival items in. So on this build, on this Rossi, you do have extra options you normally wouldn't get with a like wood stock 12 gauge brake barrel or something. And actually I forgot to mention is with brake barrels like this is another high topic like survival build, is because there's only a few moving parts with rifles like this. You have your brake action switch here, it just moves it and breaks it open. That's really basic. You have your hammer, you have your trigger, and then you have like the pivoting pin right here, so it just locks in when you put it together. So these will probably last you a lifetime and a half or much longer depending on how well you keep care of your stuff. But that's another reason why these type of rifles are picked for survival builds, because you can get a Ruger 1022 and it's semi-automatic. They make 25 round mags and 50 round mags, whatever you want to buy for your 1022. But a lot more moving parts, injectors and stuff, and malfunctions are probably more common with semi-automatics more than these brake actions. So it's another reason why we chose this. It will last forever, and they're really low maintenance. Semi-automatics, you have to lubricate them and keep maintenance up on them. And this, in a survival situation, you might not be able to maintenance your guns really that much. And to have something that's really easy to take care of is another good reason to choose something like this for a survival rifle build in that case. Hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in the next video of Survival Guide. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have questions on our videos, leave them in the comment section below and we'll answer them in our Q&A videos.
If you're interested in checking out any of our gear or taking classes from us, take a look at our website. Also, if you're into airsoft, check out our partner channel, Rolling Thunder Operations. And Training Solutions International is an affiliate company of the Central Aid Agency, so make sure to check out their channel as well.
Well, hope to see you in the next video, and have a nice day.